Hello, first responders. It's Johanna with Holiday Planet with our London activities and flight and hotel announcement for our first responder cruise to Iceland and Norway in 2025. And this is a big announcement today. We have a lot to cover. I have been working so hard on flights and hotel options. It's a lot of work on the back end. Hi, Kim. I'm trying to pick flights that I can get discounted. I'm picking hotels that I can package with discount flights, but that I can also offer you without flights in case you want to do your own, and that I can package with complimentary transfers down to Southampton. I'm trying to pick hotels that are nearby each other. Hi, Beck. I always try to give you a more discount hotel, like a 4-star, that's going to be a deal. I always try to provide a more luxury hotel that's closer to a 5-star, that's going to be more of a splurge, and I want the two hotels to be close together. Suffice to say, there's a lot of factors. And I've been working like crazy over here trying to bring it all together so that I could release it all to you today. And I'm happy with what I've found and what I'm offering to you today. But I also just wanted to say thank you for your patience, because I know you've all been chomping at the bit to hear this flight announcement. Hi, Tom. And here it finally is. Okay. So to start with, I am offering our London activities, which are tours for our group that we can do together in London before the cruise. And part of the reason I like to bring this information out to you at the same time as the flight announcement is that it may help you decide how early you want to come into London. Once you see some of the things I'm offering private for our group, you may realize, oh, instead of coming in 2 nights early, we want to do 3 nights early, for example, so that we can take advantage of all these private tours. So let's talk about what we're offering. On July 15th, I have 2 options. One is actually a shared tour to take a day trip out of London to go out to Warwick Castle and the Cotswolds. If you've never been to the Cotswolds, hi Sam, this is a picturesque, just beautiful part of England with rolling golden hills and these quaint, picturesque little villages that look like you're stepping back in time. They're all made of honey-colored yellow stone that blends in with these golden rolling hills. It's very charming and quaint. You also get to visit the town of Oxford that day. It's a wonderful whole day tour from London. However, I don't think our whole group is going to be doing this, so this is going to be a shared tour, meaning you'll be sharing with other members of the public. The other tour I'm offering that day on the 15th is a tour of the Tower of London. This will be private. So private means that instead of going to a meeting point and finding your guide and getting on a bus that's going to have other people on it too, it's just our group. The tour will start from our group hotel, take you to Tower of London. You'll have a private tour. You'll see the crown jewels. You'll hear all the history of the Tower of London, that it's been used as a palace. It's been used as a prison. You'll be able to see the beefeaters that still guard it to this day and see where they live on site. Super interesting stuff. That'll be on 7/15. 7/16, I'm also offering 2 tours, one earlier in the day in the morning and one in the evening. So on the 16th, you could potentially do both tours, and these again will be private. So the morning tour will be Buckingham Palace, including the changing of the guard, and Westminster Abbey with a private tour for us inside the cathedral. And again, it will begin and end at the hotel. And then in the evening, a private walking tour. We'll make our way over to a meeting point together as a group, and then we'll do a walking tour that's a Jack the Ripper tour. So it talks about actually all the different famous serial killers in London and takes us by some of the more notable sites of those. So I hope you can do some or all of that. A couple of other things that you don't need to do from your time in London. You do not need to go to Windsor Castle or Stonehenge, because on our transfer from London to Southampton, I'm including 2 options. Transfer to Southampton with a stop at Stonehenge, including entrance to Stonehenge, or transfer to Southampton with a stop at Windsor Castle, including entrance to Windsor Castle. So you don't have to do those things during your pre-days in London, because I'm including those on our transfer day. Yay. What else? Other things you could do in London on your own. You may want to ride the big wheel, the London Eye. You may want to go to Madame Tussauds Wax Museum. Even better than that, I've been to both. I highly recommend the British Museum. The British Museum is spectacular and just has a plethora of incredible sites and memorabilia, artifacts to see from all over the world, because hey, let's face it, the British plundered, and a lot of the great gems of the world are all there at the British Museum. And I also recommend the London Bridge. That may be something that you want to do. So giving yourselves a couple of our group tours, hi Joe, and also some free time to explore London on your own is wise. So I imagine most of our group will either come in 2 nights or 3 nights early. Hi Amy, and we'll stay together at a group hotel. But just to finish up about the group tours, I'm sending out a link, and the way that this will work for our tours is they're all being booked through Venture Ashore. You'll pick which ones you want to book, add them to your cart, and check out. You'll be booking into our private group excursions, but you'll be able to book them through yourself using that link. That link is also where you'll book your shore excursions for our private group excursions. Those are not loaded up yet, but I am choosing to do them through Venture Ashore because they guarantee us back to the ship on time. They're giving us nice discounted tours for our group, which Princess would not do for us this time. And if we miss a port, they offer a guaranteed automatic refund. So I'm very comfortable working with them and think that that's going to be the best option this year for our private group excursions. So keep that link because you'll be using it again for shore excursions. And for now, you can book London tours and activities there. Most of these tours have a maximum capacity of 40 guests. So go ahead and get your reservations in while there's still room on these tours. Next, in London, we will be staying together at a couple of group hotels where we can get our pregame on. We have a 4-star hotel, that's our deal, and a 5-star hotel, that's our splurge. So to start with, the 4-star is the Cumberland Hotel. This is located in the Marble Arch area. Convenient to the metro, convenient to Hyde Park, not a super far walk from Buckingham Palace, but probably too far to walk to Westminster Abbey and Big Ben, which is part of the reason that our tour there includes transportation from the hotel. But you will be close to the underground, which they call the Tube, and it's pretty easy to get around London using the Tube. There are options there at the Cumberland Hotel for rooms with 1 bed. If you're looking for a king, or 2 beds, we can do 2 queen beds there. That was another consideration for me. It's hard to find in London. A lot of the hotels have only 1 bed, so we have some nice bedding options there at the Cumberland Hotel. Our 5-star hotel is called the St. James Court, which is a Taj hotel, and it is located really close to Buckingham Palace and Hyde Park and Victoria Station. It's also walking distance to Westminster Abbey and Big Ben if you think, maybe a 20 to 30 minute walk is walking distance. It's a little farther from those sites, but it is a beautiful hotel. They don't really have multi-bed options. You're pretty much looking at a king-size bed there, unless you want to go up to a family suite with 2 beds, but that's running like $1,000 a night. So I'm not too sure anyone would want to do that. The Cumberland Hotel is closer down to maybe $400 a night, and the St. James Court, the Taj Hotel, is getting upwards, depending on room type, toward $500 a night. So those are the best rates we could do in London. I'm telling you, London in peak season is expensive, but I am doing my best over here to find the best places for you to stay to get the best values. So there will be a flight, hotel, quote request form going out with the email that goes out with this video, and I'll also put it in the put the link in the Facebook comments below so that you can fill out the form to request which hotel you'd like. If you book the hotel with me, it will include your transfers down to Southampton. And I can also package that with flights. If you're taking 3 or more hotel nights, I can offer you a flight and hotel package quote, which I'm doing with Delta Vacations. And there's a few reasons I'll run you through real quick why I like to do that with Delta Vacations specifically. Number one, Delta has been the most reliable airline since the pandemic, and we don't want to deal with any drama from British Airways and all their canceled flights and lost bags. And some of the other airlines really since COVID have been so unreliable. I would just like you to all get to London reliably. And I found over all of my clients, sum total of everyone traveling, Delta is the best bet for that. Also, they let you pay with Sky Miles if you have points or miles with Delta, or credit card points that you can convert to Delta Sky Miles. You can use that to pay onto your package. Even if you don't have enough miles to buy your whole flights, you can pay onto your flight hotel package with as many miles as you have, which is great. Thirdly, they're also giving us the best discounts on their premium seats, including Comfort Class, Premium Select, and Business Class. So as part of your flight hotel request form, you're going to tell me what type of seats you would like. So let's talk through what those are like. Excuse me. Okay, so the economy part of the plane, also called main cabin, these are the cheapest seats in the back. They're small seats, they're close together, no two ways to slice it. It's pretty small, but it will get you there. With Delta, that would include one free check bag going to Europe, so that's good. If you upgrade to Comfort Class, it is the same size seat, but the rows are spaced out farther, so you have more leg room, but you don't have any more of any other type of room. No extra elbow room. It's just the same seat spaced farther apart. But it does come with more perks, such as priority boarding, a larger entertainment screen, upgraded snacks, free alcohol, depending on the aircraft, right? Some of those, you can get some extra recline. Some aircraft will give you a couple of inches of extra recline, dedicated overhead bin space. There are some nice perks flying Comfort Class. But if you want a larger seat, you want to go up to Premium Select. Premium Select is only available on some airlines and some aircraft, but when it is available, it is actually a larger seat, and it's in a private cabin in between Comfort Plus and Business Class. That private cabin has dedicated flight attendants, so you'll have better service, even more onboard perks. You'll have a roomier seat with even more recline and a little footrest. That seat is very much like a domestic first class seat. If you've flown first class here in the US and you just get that larger regular airplane seat, that's what Premium Select is like. Then, the very front part of the cabin is called Business Class, and this is where you have the individual pods that convert to lay flat beds, and you have everything, premium 3-course dinner service and toiletries kits with all the little amenities you might need, and blankets and pillows and spectacular service. They'll bring you anything you want. That is called Business Class. And that, it's a rough estimate. It might run $4,000 or $5,000 a person. So if you're going to ask for that quote, even if I'm getting you a little discount on it, understand that that's where the price point might be starting for that. Some aircraft even have another cabin now with these lay flat bed little rooms. I don't know, some of them almost look like tanning bed booths and they kind of freak me out, but it's more of a little room with a bed in it, and that is now called first class on international flights, and those are like 20 grand a person. So if that's in your budget, you let me know and I'm going to get it for you. Otherwise, I have a feeling that most of us in our group, even if we're really spurging on the flights, business class is the highest up we're going to go here with that. So in your flight hotel quote request form, you can let me know what kind of pricing you want, what airport you want to fly out from, what dates you want to fly, And there's also a spot in there to let me know if you would like to go to Scotland with us. My family is going to do a week in Scotland before we go down to London. It's actually only 6 nights, and then we'll do 2 nights in London. And I have a beautiful package that includes the train and Inverness and the Highlands and a little stay in Edinburgh and a castle stay in Scotland. That pre-cruise package will be private just for our group. Thanks for asking, Beck. The price that I threw out there for business class would be for a round trip. And you can just let me know whether or not you're interested in that pre-cruise Scotland trip in the form where you request the flight hotel quote. I think that is everything for this long announcement. Thanks for hanging in with me, everyone. In the email that goes out with this video, there's also an announcement, excuse me, that Princess has changed their Premier package. Anyone who has Princess Premier as their current perks package, you can either keep the package that you have or upgrade to their new one. So please review those options in the email that goes out with this video. Have a beautiful day, everyone. Comment with your questions below. I have answers. Bye.